preservation is of paramount importance. Now, attempts to exploit this traditional knowledge for industrial and commercial benefit always can lead to misappropriation and prejudice the interest of the rightful custodians. Here, I'll say one more important question is that stealing of this knowledge specifically for health purpose and all the other so-called purpose generally had been a very bad example. I mean, there are two ways to look into it. One is the fact that the group of tribes who had that knowledge, they have been deprived. On the other hand is that if the knowledge had been derived from them and thereafter the artificial intelligence had been utilized for replicating that particular knowledge for different forms of industrial processes, the credit is taken by that particular company and ultimately the benefit also has been taken by them, which is again absolutely wrong. Now, there is always a question, it has been asked before in different so-called conferences and treaties, when trips, sessions were held, that, how do actually you give the advantage of the, traditional knowledge to an existing community because they are maybe 5,000 in number, 25,000 in number, and the fact that, if you are trying to ascertain that who is the actual owner of this traditional knowledge, it becomes generally very problematic because they have been knowing the so-called benefits relating to that traditional medicine or plant or whatever for generations, and it is not one single person who knew it. So who is the first person who first knew it? That is generally very difficult to actually establish. But having said that, the world generally at this point of time had devised ways out to see that how this knowledge can be restored and kept in a particular pool, and thereafter whenever we utilize, the credit is transferred to the group of people who have actually got this knowledge. Now coming down to the question of the Convention on Biological Diversity, as I mentioned that when we think about the different forms of IPRs, the IPRs are not only restricted to the copyright, trademarks and the patents, just because in my first group of slides I have shown them. There are other forms also. So coming down to biological diversity under Article 8J of the Convention on Biological Diversity, that lays out a general duty requiring states to value, to protect, to conserve and encourage awareness of indigenous communities, and also to encourage their broader use with the permission and participation of the holders of that awareness. So the Convention on Biological Diversity, they also request states to promote an equal